Howdy ho, good neighbors, wherever you are. It's the Geezer here. Today is the 26th day of February. So we got two more, 27, 28. And it's 66 degrees. The snow's all melted. The rain's soaked right off. It's a muddy mess down through here. But I got through it. And then we're supposed to get rain tonight, and then off and on the next 2 or 3 days. So it's going to get muddy, way muddy. But since it's 66 degrees and sunny right now, I decided I want to come out and just kind of look around and see where the logs are and what I got to do. And there's more blowdowns and more logs down than I can shake a stick at. I don't think I can get to them all this summer, but I'm going to give it a try. But first, next Monday, March the 3rd, March the 3rd, Monday, March the 3rd, at 7:30 in the morning, the University of Cincinnati is going to take 3 more tumors out of me and throw them in the trash. Every year, same thing. It's getting boring. Now, my daughter's going to pick me up and bring me home. But I told her, when they were down for Christmas, I told her, I said, when the doctor comes in, if I'm not coherent where I can remember what he says, remember he said I got 3 tumors. So if he says he only took out 1, you push and find out what he says happened to the other 2. Because every time when they put the camera in me and they say, yeah, you got 3 tumors, you got 4 tumors, when they go to take them out, there ain't that many there. And I say, where'd they go? And on the follow-up visits, and they go, well, I don't know. Well, you're the cancer doctor, you're the surgeon, you're supposed to know. So we're going to see. I told her to push. I want to know. And if not, on the follow-up visit, they might have to arrest me. I just got to know. But at any rate, I might have to order another chainsaw. So I got 3. I only got 2 working chainsaws in the electric. But it's going to be a lot of cutting this year. Just right here, I got a bunch. Now this one and this stump is left over from that big blowdown that was there. I went across it. So get it in 2 big top pieces to it there. And then behind you, over yonder, let me see if I can do this. Can I do this? How's that? But you can't see nothing about a tree. There you go. This was a blowdown late last summer, and I got it pretty much trimmed up. I just got 1 big branch up on the left up there to get the little stuff trimmed off of it. Then we'll be ready to haul it out of here. If I have to cut them 2 top branches off to do it, I will. And then just over here, I got to get the whole top taken off of this one. This was the birthday tree. Remember? This is the one I cut down on my birthday. Yeah, pretty cool, huh? I got to get them. And then, hang on, I'll show you something else here. I don't even know if it'll show up on camera. Right down there's a blowdown laying across there. So I got to get it up the hill. And then, all the way down to the bottom down there, 850 feet, there's that big blowdown that I looked at last summer. We got to get it picked up and cleaned up and brought up. You can just kind of see that blowdown down there at the bottom. You can see the big root ball. And I think that's the one. That might be another one. I'll have to go down and look. But it's too wet. I can get down there, but it's too wet to get back up is the problem. But it's down there. They got to come up this summer. So I got some new rope. And I got a new rope winder supposed to be delivered today. And then I got my big 12,000-pound winch. So we'll figure out a way to get it up here, one way or the other. So there's the tops of that other one. Hang on, I'm stuck on a briar. Here we go, off the briar. There's the tops of that other blowdown right here. You got to get it. And then trim that one up. So there's quite a bit of wood there. There's quite a bit of wood in this area right here. So, and in my woodshed, I'm just about to finish up. Another couple of days, I'll have finished my 6th cord. Also, right out in this same area, we're getting a little bitty shooting range arranged. And my daughter and her husband and the grandkids were down for Christmas. It was rainy and cold, but we came out and shot anyway, and the grandkids seemed to really enjoy it. And we got some standard targets, and I got some an old stereo system that got blowed up in lightning strike, and deep fryer down there that I hated, so we used them for targets too. Got some stringy thingies there and some bowling pins hanging down there, so it was good time for them and safe out here. There ain't nothing for miles, and the chances of a 22 or even a shotgun slug getting past all these trees and traveling 2 miles down, it's not likely. And we're way high here. We'd go over the top of everything. So this is a good, safe place to shoot, and I'm going to enjoy it too. Alrighty, over on this trail, you can just see there across the trail, we got a nice long blowdown. Got to get up, and got one over there, and one way over there. And we got this old naked tree here we got to get down. He's losing all his skin, so we'll get him down this spring. I think we'll get him early. And right over here we got another one. Right over there you can see that leaner. He's losing his skin, so we'll try and get him down. And then I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but down there's a leaner. It's kind of a white thing, the sun shining on it. It's a recent blowdown, so we'll try and pull it up out of there. There's a couple more down in there, but I don't know if I'm going to try and get them or not. There you can see the other leaner over there a little better from here maybe. But at some point, I just got to stick with the easy ones. It's easiest to grab and get up here versus spending a lot of time pulling one up that maybe it's not as good. And over here we got a whole bunch down. By a whole bunch, I don't know, 5 or 6 blowed over. That one's kind of rotten, so we'll have to check it out and see if it's worth getting. This one looks like it's worth getting. This one comes across here. When it came down, looks like it took this other one with it. And then we got one that's broken here. You can see it there, leaning over to the left. Broken there, we can get him. That's close enough, we can get him. So, and then on down the hill here. I can get down there today with the mule or even walking, but I don't think I can get back. I think it's too wet to get back up yet. I don't think I could even get back up walking. This trail's naturally slippery even when it's dry. But I think way over yonder there, I could see some out my dining room window that blowed down. So I'll have to go down and check them out. If there is, we'll get them out. And there's one to the left of the trail down there towards the bottom, or intermediate bottom, not the very bottom. And I could see laying along the edge of the trail, so we'll try and get it up. There's a lot of work, a lot of logs. And we'll have to just see what we can do. Oh, there's another dead one up there getting eaten up by the woodpeckers working on him, so he's dead. Maybe we can get him. He's right next to the upper trail there. Yeah. Now, when it's time to start filling the woodshed, I got to start here. I got a wagon full that I didn't have room for last fall. I just left to sit there all winter. And I got this little trailer full of scrub I need to get up there and put in the middle bin for the scrub bin. That stuff burns good. BTU's a BTU. Well, that's a start of what I'm looking at. And there's probably a lot more that I ain't found yet. I ain't looked at all over the hill on this side. But the blowdowns all seem to be on that side, so we'll see. But I think I told you this before, maybe not. 2 hills over that away, people are getting pictures of a cougar, mountain lion, on the trail cameras. And I believe them. And the main reason I believe them is because the state emphatically denies there's cougars in the state. So as soon as the state emphatically denies anything, you know that's exactly the opposite. So I know them people ain't lying. They're seeing them. And even more, one of my neighbors up here, he gets home after work after dark in the winter, and he was walking in the steps to his house, and he heard what he thought sounded like a wolf behind his garage. Wow, cool. The state says there ain't no wolves in the state. And then just farther, about a half mile up the hill from me, there's another neighbor. 2 years ago, him and his wife saw a wolf crossing the road. Yeah, they said it was as big as a little pony. He's scary looking, big wolf. And then I investigated a little farther, and there used to be not too far down the hill, about 6 miles down the hill, years ago there was a guy that raised wolves. Because back then, in Ohio, you didn't need permits for fancy game. If you got them, you did them. And when he died, apparently the heirs just opened a gate and turned them all loose. So how many survived, how many generations there are since then, nobody knows. So looks like we got wolves, got a cougar, we got at least 2 known bears. It might get exciting this summer. So I'm gonna have to get a bigger pistol. But I don't care. We'll face them down. And I keep the shotgun full of slugs and buckshot on the mule in the summer. So, and I'm pretty sure, but the noises I make just getting out here drives everything. Now, I know it drives the bears away, because bears the black bears are not interested in humans. They'll run away. The only time you get in trouble with a black bear is if you happen to stumble over a hill or around a tree and get between the mom and her cubs. And what are the odds of that? Because just your normal noise is going to make her and the cubs leave. So, but we got to watch out for the cougar and the wolves. When my daughter and son-in-law and grandkids were down, I made sure they're all armed when we come out. But I can't wait to get back out. Ooh, it's starting next week. It starts next week. Monday's March the 3rd, besides my surgery. After that, I start looking for ramps. Because the last couple of years, they've been coming up in the first 10 days or so of March. But now this winter, we had a lot more cold and snow and stuff than we've been having. So it might be pushed back. Their normal arrival time is mid to late March. So we'll just have to see. But when they first come up, when the tops are little, you dig the bulbs, you can eat them. It's fine, it's good. But man, they're hot. Woo! It's like somebody put habanero sauce on them. I guess all that stuff that makes them hot can confine, till they get a little bigger. But yeah, they're pretty much too hot for me. But I can cook with them. That seems to make them not quite as hot, or get scattered about or whatever. I don't know what it does, but I can eat them that way. But to just eat them, they're too hot. My neighbor likes hot stuff, so I'll have to get him some. And my other neighbors down here down in the valley, the other Hummer owner, I told him I'd take them some this spring, dig them up some. She said I brought them some a couple years ago. I don't remember that, but if she said I did. So. So the least I can do, she always brings me Christmas cookies and stuff, so. Yeah. And then they got chickens, and she brought me 2 dozen eggs not so long ago, too. Gave me 2 dozen eggs. That's a lot of money at today's prices. So, and they're good. So I'll have to take them some ramps. Geez, memory's getting bad. I'm under a lot of stress this week. I'm worried about this Monday surgery. I'm not normally, because I have it every year, sometimes twice a year. I got to get them taken out. For some reason, this one's bothering me. And I got to be there at 5:30 in the morning. So I got my ride's coming to pick me up at 03:45. We get there when we get there. And I always tell them I want to be the first for the surgery, because I get the early ride, because the traffic jams over there in Cincinnati anymore are just crazy, out of this world, stupid. And all the road rage and stuff going on over there, I don't want nothing to do with them afternoon. And that's why I want the 7:30 appointment. Plus, I want the doctor to be fresh. I want him to have had his morning coffee, had his eggs, whatever he wants, bacon. I don't care what he can eat. A pound of bacon for all I care. But I want him to be fresh. I don't want that 4:30 in the afternoon appointment where the guy's getting ready to put the knife to you and he's thinking, man, my kid's got a ball game here at 6 o'clock. I got to hurry up and get this done. That's bad for you. Get the early appointment and then get it over with. And then a little bit of luck. Before lunch, my daughter and I will be on the way back here. Avoid all that mess over there during the day. It's crazy. But the doctors around here, I had to give up on them. The only good one is my family doctor. And he's young enough and wise enough to be open to new things if I find it. I got a thing. The doctors at the hospital down there said one time, somebody needs to look into why you get inflammation so much after all these procedures. And I mentioned something to my family doctor about it, and he said, well, that's because you got polymyxia rheumatica. That'll do it. So I told them folks in Cincinnati. So this time they said they gave me a prescription for steroids to start on 2 days before the surgery, take it the day of the surgery and 2 days after to control the inflammation. Because I always have issues afterwards, and it's always due to inflammation. How do I know it's due to inflammation? Because I got a stash of anti-inflammatory pills at home, and I take them and it clears it right up. So I finally got him to believe me, and he backed me up. And then I found a new treatment. Mayo Clinic and Cleveland Clinic have come up with a new treatment for it. And I showed it to him, and he looked it up and read, things doctors do. And he said, okay, yeah, we can try that. It won't hurt nothing. So, because usually polymyxia rheumatica only affects people over 65, but I was diagnosed with it when I was 41, so I've had it a long time. For 25 years, they gave me pills to treat it, and it didn't do no good. So maybe this new treatment is helping a lot. So we'll see. This has been the best winter I've had. Usually in the winters by this time, I can't hardly walk, can't do nothing. It takes me 6 weeks, 8 weeks to get back in shape once the weather breaks up. But this winter's been pretty good. Nothing hurts. My back bothers me a little bit, but it's all muscle pain because when it hurts, if I take a muscle relaxer, it quits hurting. So we'll have to work that out in the spring. But just getting out here and smelling oil and gas in a running chainsaw and burning wood and hearing things breaking and falling and cracking, and that'll help. I got to get the plow on the mule and get this ball cleaned out again, pushed it over the hill. So that's where we're at. I'll try and get this processed. Let's see, this is Wednesday. I don't know if I'll get it up today, but maybe tomorrow. And then the long-range forecast for March shows a lot of days in the 50s and some 60s, but a lot of nights below freezing. So that's going to limit me getting out here in the mornings. I come out after it warms up a little bit. So maybe I can get next week or the week after, I can start the Friday at 0600 videos again. See ya.